We're not panicking. We're not gonna panic.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Indie Land. It's your girl Indy, and as you can see, we are doing this flawless bold lip, big hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to work. Ain't nothing special, but I figured I might as well let y'all get ready with me per se, because I'm actually late, so just wanted to do my makeup with y'all for real. If you guys would like to see how I got this flawless look, make sure you're first and foremost subscribed to your girl's channel. Help me on my road to 1,000 subscribers. Like this video and keep watching. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't even know what time this video is gonna be posted, but it's morning right now, so let's get into this look because I actually have to be at work. I have to leave my house in an hour in 5, so I feel like I can do it. Eyebrows are on but not concealed, so we'll do that. But first I'm gonna put on my primer. I'm using the One Size Secure the Blur primer, and I have to get a new one. Ugh. I've been using this every single time. And I've been fronting on my face, you know? Just rub that in. Then we're gonna take the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and this goes under my eyes, on my lash lines, and then a little on the perimeter of my face. So before I conceal my brows, I'm gonna set my primers. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD setting powder. This is in Golden Beige. And if I could find my Real Techniques brush. So I have a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just gonna dab it into the powder and set my nose and my lash lines. To conceal my brows, I'm gonna be using my this brow brush. It's got a spoolie on one end, an angled side on one, and we're gonna use the angled side. I got this from Amazon. And my Dior Backstage concealer in the shade 5W. I like to use a skin tone concealer for my eyebrows. It's just a force of habit, even if I'm doing shadow. So brows were concealed, and I'm gonna spray my face with the Milk Hydro setting spray and let that air dry. So for foundation, I've kind of been mixing my Estee Lauder with my NARs. I feel like my Estee Lauder is just a tad too light, just a tad. So I feel like I could definitely get away with wearing this in the winter by itself, but I don't know. I've been in the sun, and the sun's been sunning, so we're gonna mix my Estee Lauder Double. This is in the shade Maple, and then my NARS Soft Matte in the shade Macao. Take this to the back of my hand. I'm gonna try. I really need to get a pump for this because that's about as much as I want. But I've been pouring buku amounts of this, and I don't need buku amounts, you know. And then we're just gonna take a little bit of Macao. It's just a tad bit darker, like a tad. Alright, so my brushes are not all clean, so I got a new brush. This is the Morphe M439 brush. And I'm just gonna buff this foundation into the skin. I was watching this YouTuber named Tasha Lasha, and for her summer routine, she uses a powder brush to apply her foundation. And I was like, I would have never thought to do that. So I feel like I might want to try that a few times and see how my foundation turns out, especially for the summer. Cause her face did come out real nice. And I was like, huh. Like never in a million years would I have thought to use a powder brush to apply foundation. Liquid foundation. I'm honestly not sure if I want to even do eyeshadow today, which is why I'm not, because I don't know if I have time, 1, 2, I don't know what I want to do if I do want to do this. All right, you see that finish? Just, oh, looking like butter. All right, taking the Milk Hydro, we're going to spray my face again. And this time I'm taking my damp Sonia Caustic sponge and just pushing that in. So the first concealer we're going to use, as always, is my Dior Backstage. If you're new to my channel, I go in with multiple concealers so I don't have to use a ton of foundation. So when I put my one layer of foundation on, usually sometimes two depending on the foundation, but usually one, and then I'll go in and cover anything I need to cover with concealer instead. I feel like it just gives me the best finish and my makeup doesn't look super cakey when I do that. I'm gonna blend it out with my It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics collab setting brush, and I'm just gonna tap the center of my face first and then work under my eyes. I have been doing the little ombre concealer thing, but I don't want to. I just really don't. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Tan Latte and my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in Caramel Corn. I'm gonna put caramel corn down first. It's the darker of the two concealers. Tan Latte is usually what I use to prep my eyelids, if you guys peep. And then I'm gonna go on top of this with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Tan Latte. I'm just gonna do like a dot in the inner corner, because I've been loving the bright under eye lately. Can't nobody tell me no different. So we're gonna let that sit while I do my contour and blush. So contour, we're using the Juvia's Place Foundation Stick in Katsina. It's running out, and I'm feeling like when it runs out, I'm not gonna buy a new one for a little bit because I feel like this is all I use. I wanna try some different things. I do have like a Fenty contour stick. I have an LYS one, and I have the Huda Beauty Tintor, so we're gonna try to make use of those. I'm gonna blend that out using my Mob buffing brush, and we're just gonna start patting on the jawline first and then my cheekbones. If you feel like you need to, take your sponge or your foundation brush. I'm taking my foundation brush and I'm just gonna blend on top of my jawline, just because sometimes, I don't know, I just feel like I don't blend it as good as I should, and I look in pictures and I'm like, ugh, ooh, my nose itch. For blush today, we're going in with just one. I'm using the Juvia's Place liquid blush in the shade Barbie Rose. This is really pigmented, so please be careful if you are using these. That was honestly too much. I took one dot to each cheek, but I feel like I put way too much on this side, so we're gonna try and blend it out. I'm using my Morphe M36 brush, and I'm just gonna tap it on the high points of my cheekbone. I'm not gonna really bring it in, but you see, and it's spreading like wildfire. Just don't panic, because you can always tone it down. We're not panicking. We're not gonna panic. We knew this was gonna happen. We're not panicking. I'm taking my foundation brush and I'm just gonna blend on top of this. See? It's toned down already. And when you put your powder on, it's gonna tone down as well too. But whew. Now our concealer under our eyes should be nice and tacky, dry down a little bit, and I'm gonna take my same concealer brush I was using before, and we're just gonna pat, pat, pat. The reason I like to do my concealer after my blush is so I can tone it down even more. Like you see, there we go. Now it's looking more diffused instead of just a big pink spot. We could take this to the top of my lid too. So if whatever I decide to put on my eyes, bronzer or shadow, I got space. I feel like I've been using a lot of bronzer lately, so look at this side versus this. It's a lot more toned down. So now that my face is all blended, you see the nice little ombre effect. We're going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. This is number 2. If I can get this open. So it's pretty light, pretty brightening, and I'm gonna use a powder puff to set under my eye. As always, make sure it's blended. I'm gonna try to set my lids too, to be honest. But make sure it's blended because you don't want to set creases. Make sure there's no patchiness, because yesterday, I don't know what was happening when I was doing my makeup, but whoo. And we're just gonna press this in like you would do a loose powder. You see that? Look at the difference. Still smooth, but like you could tell there's a lot of shine. And look how pillowy soft that looks like. All right, now you see my face is looking so beautiful. I think I want to use the pink powder by One Size again today. Absolutely love this powder, especially when I wear pink blush. So you want to take that beautiful pink. Oh, dude, not me spilling the liquid. Okay, the gold. Taking that same powder puff, and we're gonna just press that right on top of that Charlotte Tilbury we just put down. Still pressing it in, not letting it sit to bake. We're gonna use the Fenty Beauty foundation powder. This is the shade 420. I'm taking a big fluffy powder brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. I don't know why I browse like that. We're just gonna set my whole face. Powders can tend to be scary. It can also tend to make you look ashy. So using a foundation powder can help bring some of that color back into your face and help blend your face together, all while setting. I do go over my entire face, if will. So even the highlighted areas, everything gets the dusting. All right, now we're gonna bake. I think I'm gonna just use my Chanel. So we're gonna use my Chanel Libre powder. This is in the shade 10. Taking my powder puff, and we're just gonna bake all the natural areas. So along the sides of my nose, under my eye, laugh lines, eyebrows, the usual. So now I look crazy, naturally. And I need bronzer. I don't know why, but I've been really loving this Morphe bronzer lately. So we're gonna just go ahead and use that. This is in the shade Trailblazer. My angled Japanese brush. And just pat that on the cheeks, jawline, and I'm gonna take this to my nose as well. Taking another brush, this is my Sephora All Over Shadow brush, and just like the way it kind of fits right here. And take it and chisel out my nose, bringing that up into my eyebrow, onto my eyelid. All right, so we're gonna go into the Juvia's Place Coffees palette, and I'm gonna take this brown right here, and we're just gonna play in some stuff today. Because I'm gonna take that to my outer V. I'm gonna drag it a little bit into my crease, but not the whole way. Next, we're gonna take this lighter one up here, and I'm just gonna blend that more onto my lid. And then kind of blending the front part of my eyeball as well. And then taking a denser brush, I'm just gonna go into that white shade, and we're just gonna pat that on the front of my lid space. I don't want it to pop too much, which is why I didn't cut it or apply my glitter primer. Just kind of want to open my eye space up a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna just take that first brush that we used, and I'm just gonna drag it over, blend everything together. And that's basically the eye look. We're gonna add liner and lashes now. So I'm gonna do that off camera and then be right back. So my lashes and liner are on. I use my KVD liner, and these are my VLuxe lashes in Velvet Rose. All right, so now I need blush. We're going in with the Juvia's Place Blush Studios Volume 4. I'm gonna use this top blush, and we're just gonna paint the cheeks. I kind of want to go roll pinky on the lip today. I want to do a lip, so I try to keep my eyes real matte, but I'm loving the way this blush is. I'm kind of taking a little bit underneath my eye too. Now for lips, I'm gonna line my lips with the MAC pencil. This is the shade Nightmoth, so it's a real dark, like burgundy-ish shade. MAC had like a 40% off sale at Ulta for lipstick, National Lipstick Day, and I took advantage, honey. So I got a new MAC. This is the Powder Kiss lipstick. I got the shade Velvet Punch, so it's like super pinky. But it's so pretty, y'all see that? So we're gonna take this to the center of my lips today. And then I'm gonna go right in the center. I have the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is the shade Sugar Boo. I'm just gonna take this right in the center. Okay, she's giving. Is she not? Talk to me, baby. All right, we're gonna dust this powder off now. Taking that powder brush, no extra powder right now. And, oh God, let me take my hair in. And we're gonna pat it in and dust it away. Oh, I was supposed to do my lower lash line. Oops. Oh. Okay, you see how my face is sitting? Take your concealer brush and just tap, especially around your nose, because sometimes the powder can get a little cakey around there, especially after you baked. And this time we're gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury spray. I'm running out. We're just gonna spray. Generous amounts. I'm gonna tap lightly the spray in. You don't want to tap too hard. Just real lightly. We're just gonna make sure everything is blended. I'm gonna take my Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Flaunt. I can't show it to you because it's broke, big broke. And I'm still oh so sad about that. I'm taking this little pencil brush and we're just gonna make an exclamation point on my nose. So down the bridge of my nose and the tip. I don't like to go straight down because that looks crazy. Alright, I'm gonna just take my sponge and just blend that highlight in. Now we're gonna do our last bake. Alright, I got 15 minutes to get up out of here. We're gonna take the Chanel powder still. And just do how we usually do, right under the eye and the center of the nose. Oh my God, I got powder all over my shirt. All right, we're gonna let this sit. And then I wanna take the Chocolates palette. And I have this Morphe M321 brush. And we're gonna go into this brown, the second one we used. And I'm gonna take that along my waterline. And then I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara to my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna put my beauty marks on. I kept calling them faux freckles, but it's like, they're not faux because I actually have them. I'm just making them darker. I'm gonna go fix my hair while this powder still does what it does. And then I'll be right back to like spray and do what I just did. Hair's done. I had to fix, you know, the edges where my lace is. But now we're just gonna dust this powder off. Using that same powder brush. If you feel like you need to, go in with a little bit of your foundation powder. But I think I might be all right. And y'all don't look too close in my lace because this side's great. This side, there's a reason my hair is falling to this side. If y'all follow me on TikTok, you know. But all right, and ooh, flawless. All right, we're gonna spray our face again with the Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, let that air dry. Ooh, it's giving Beyonce social feels. I'm late for work, y'all. I was gonna top this with a gloss, but I was looking in the mirror when I was doing my hair, and I feel like I look flawless. So why mess with that? All right. And then we're gonna use the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. Alright, and voila. Alright, you guys, so this is my completed look. I absolutely love how I turned out today. Work's gonna be crazy because I look cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you look good, you feel good. So if you guys like this tutorial, please make sure you are first and foremost subscribed to your girl's channel. Like this video, leave me a comment down below, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.